Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. We are the humans and we are the social animals. We we want to live with the people. We want the people to be close to us, to like us, to be with us. And we feel honor if at all we are liked by the people. We feel really honored. And it is quite a lot of distinction that if the people like us, they get closer to us, they want to get closer to us. And contrary to that, if the people don't want to get closer to us, they want to stay at a distance, we don't feel like we are good enough. We feel somewhat inferiority complex, but I think it is really an honor that if at all people are, desirous of getting closer to us, the people want to accompany us. That is something really great. And this is the topic of our today's discussion. Like every topic, we have included the opinion of an expert. Our expert says 14 things you don't realize you are doing that push people away. 14 things you don't realize you are doing that push people away. So what are those 14 things, by the way? First of all, it is being overly critical. Once we are being critical, we are not liked at all. But if at all we are overly critical toward the people, they will definitely dislike us. We don't need to become critical toward the people at all. Okay, number one. Number two, being self-centered. Being self-centered, not caring about others, and always putting your own needs first, focusing, staying focused on your own needs, staying focused on your own desires. That is another thing that the people don't want to get closer to us. Rather, these things are pushing the people away. Now the third thing is lacking appreciation and gratitude. I think that we should learn to appreciate the people. We should learn to offer the gratitude. Both of these things are important. If at all these are lacking, the people will like to stay away from us. Number four, not listening well, not being a good listener. I think that we need to become a good listener. We need to listen the people respectfully. And if at all we are doing this, what is going to happen then? The people will like to get closer to us because indeed the everyone else want to have a good listener. Everybody want to have a company with a person who is a good listener. I think because they people feel respected, because they people feel honored. Now, for example, if at all somebody does not listen to you well once you are talking, or somebody does not listen to me when I'm talking, obviously we are not going to like them. Not listening well. Number five, being envious. We should not be feeling envious at all. We should not be feeling jealous at all. If at all they have achieved something, if at all they are possessing something, I think that we need to appreciate it. And if at all we don't have the courage to appreciate, at least we need to stay silent, and we should not be feeling envious at all, jealous at all. Number six, being negative. Yes, negativity is poisonous and negativity is toxic. So we don't have to become negative person at all. The more positive we are, the more closer the people will like to get with us. Now the number seven is being unreliable. Nobody want to be with a person who is not reliable. So we need to become a reliable person. This reliability is much more important than anything else. And if at all a person is no reliable enough, I think that they will be able to get they will if the person is reliable enough, they will be able to get the I think trust of the people. So being reliable, very important. So the eighth is being judgmental and condescending. We don't need to become judgmental at all. We don't need to become a condescending at all. Condescending means that patronizing superiority, and people don't want to be don't accept the superiority. Even the patronizing superiority, the people don't accept it. Condescending, being judgmental and condescending. We don't need to become a judgmental as all. We have no right to judge the other people, and this is rejected by the people. We don't need to become a condescending. That will also bring us the rejection. Now, the number thing, nine thing which will bring us the rejection is being overly competitive. The people are seen competing. Whatever you say, they will like to say a bit more stronger thing as compared to what they have said. This means that this is competitive, overly competitive. We don't meet for the sake of the competition. We are connected with each other to get relaxed. We don't need to become competitive toward other people at all. So being overly competitive. Number 10 is being defensive. So we don't need to become a defensive as well. you know and if at all they people have said something which where we need to learn, where we need to improve, so why to start defending ourselves? I think we don't need to defend ourselves. Only we need to learn. Even if at all they are not right, even if at all they are wrong, it's better to listen silently, and there is no need to become defensive. And now it is the ignoring the boundaries. There are boundaries and rules and regulations of each and every individual. I think we should be respectful toward them. And if at all we are seen ignoring the boundaries, I think they will start disrespecting us, and they will like to get away from us. They will not like to get closer to us at all. We do have to respect the boundaries of the other person. And still, the 13th is gossiping. Gossiping, if at all we gossip about someone else, obviously they are not going to like us, they are not going to approve us. So it is very important and very important indeed not to gossip about the people at all. Now the 14th is being passive aggressive. Passive aggressive. Apparently we are not aggressive. But passive aggressive mean we don't want to show the other person that we am aggressive toward you, but actually we are. So that is being passive aggressive. I think this passive aggressiveness is also rejected by the people, and it should be avoided. Being too clingy, we don't need to keep clinging to the people. It is better that if at all provide them with the space. If at all they are allowing us to catch their finger, we have no need to catch their arm at all. So that is don't we don't need to become a clingy person at all. I think this is like this one. So I think that this is the very very good article indeed. 14 things you realize you are doing that push people away. And these are the 14 things. If we are doing it, realizing or unrealizing, I think that that is pushing the people away. Obviously we don't like it. We want the people to get closer to us. We want the people to like us, and we want the people to develop a kind of synchronization with us. So all of that will be sabotaged if at all we people are unconsciously, or even consciously or unconsciously, we are doing these 14 things, or some of these 14 things. Not necessarily a person is having all of these 14 things, but definitely there will be some item out of these 15 14 which are being upheld and practiced even consciously or unconsciously by the people. So we need to undo all those habits, and we need to listen well. All of these 14 which are going to be written in the description. I think that is really really important. If at all we want to get closer to the people, if at all we want to be liked by the people, so we do have to take care of these 14 things. Thank you.